Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Don Robbins. I'm the athletic director here at Vineland High School. Welcome to the 2022 Senior Athletic Awards Banquet. At this time, I'd like to introduce head coach, Mr. Elliot DeShields. Coach DeShields will be delivering our invocation. Elliot DeShields.
Good evening, everyone. At this time, we ask you to please bow for a word of prayer. Most kind, gracious, and merciful Father, Lord, we just come at this time, just thank you for this evening, dear Heavenly Father, Lord. We just thank you for all of the athletes that are assembled here today. We just thank you how they just touched our lives, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, and how they competed, and the sportsmanship they showed, Lord, and everything that they learned, they grew upon, Lord. We just ask you to bless their lives continually, Lord, as they leave these walls. Just guide them and keep them in your perfect peace. We thank you for the parents, the brothers, the sisters, everyone that helped them become successful. We just thank you again for the coaches who led and directed them and just showed them good sportsmanship and just taught them great values, Lord. And Lord, this time we just ask that you please bless this food that we're about to receive, Lord. We ask that nourish our bodies, Heavenly Father. Father, in your name we pray. Amen.
Thanks, Coach DeShields. Superintendent of Vineland Public Schools is Mr. Alfonso Lano. Mr. Alfonso was unable to make it this evening. Pinch hitting for Alfonso, Dr. Danielle Sneathen, Assistant Superintendent, Vineland Public Schools. Dr. Sneathen.
Thank you. Excellent baseball reference there. I like it. Good evening, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to our talented and accomplished student athletes. Tonight, we recognize the important role that Vineland High School athletics plays in our community, and I want to thank all of you for your commitment and hard work and congratulate you on another memorable school year. I would like to thank our athletic director, Don Robbins, and the entire athletics department and staff for their care, support, and commitment to our student athletes, our coaches for the countless hours on both on and off the field, for their guidance and leadership that no doubt made a lasting impression. I'd also like to thank all of our parents and families for supporting our athletes and coaches throughout the year. And finally, congratulations to our highly talented student athletes. You're able to balance a rigorous academic schedule with the demands of your chosen sport. You instruct each other, you encourage each other, you cooperate and communicate, and are role models for your classmates. Seeing so many of you here this evening shows me that you are well prepared to be leaders no matter what path you choose to pursue. Congratulations, and again, best wishes moving forward on behalf of our team at Central Administration. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sneathen. Principal of Vineland High School, Mrs. Suzette DeMarchi.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I just want to take a moment to thank all of our students, parents, guardians, administration from Central Administration, our Board of Education members for joining us this evening. Tonight, we recognize and celebrate the achievements of our Vineland High School senior athletes. In preparation for this event, I found the following quote by Tommy Lasorda that states, "There are three types of players: those who make it happen, those who watch it happen, and those who wonder what happens." As I look out among this group of student athletes, I can wholeheartedly say Vineland High School athletes make it happen. Whether in the classroom, practicing your craft, or competing in your athletic event, you make it happen and you make it matter each and every day. Students, please know that none of this would have been possible without the love and support from your parents and guardians. As a parent of an athlete, I truly understand all the time, dedication, and sacrifice that it takes for your child to play high school sports. So students, please help me give your parents and loved ones a round of applause. Some say that today playing sports is all about winning the game. But I want you to look at the people sitting around you. This is what it's all about. Your friends and the relationships you formed over your high school years. The friendships that you've made will last much longer than the memory of a loss or a tough game. In 15 years, you won't remember your team's record, but you will remember the friendships that you have formed through being a student athlete at Vineland High School. Seniors, it has been a great 4 years. Congratulations to you and your family. I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. DeMarchi. I'm sure all parents can relate, especially the last few years we went through with spending a lot of time on the road picking up our student athletes and bringing them to practice and bringing them home and all these special things we've been doing the last couple of years, extra things. The president of the Vineland Board of Education is Mrs. Megan Spinelli. Ms. Spinelli's son had a baseball game tonight, and she's with her son at his baseball game, just like we've all done the last few years. The Vice President of Vineland Board of Education, Mrs. Kimberly Cottaspati. Mrs. Cottaspati is speaking on behalf of the Board of Education.
Good evening. On behalf of my fellow board members, I would like to welcome and congratulate all of you. Being a member of an athletic team at the high school level takes a lot of time, commitment, and dedication. How many here this evening remember their own days on the field, the court, the track, the water, cheering from the sidelines? We all know that those were some of the toughest, yet also some of the best days of our lives, the friendships and bonds that were made and still stand strong today, times we will never forget. For some, your playing days may be over as you move on to other things, and some of you may continue on the collegiate level or maybe even go professional. Wherever your path takes, I ask each of you, cherish the memories, hold on to the friendships made, the bonds that you built. Take a moment to thank that special coach that pushed you to the limit when you didn't think it was possible. To that teacher who made sure you understood that your education came first, and to your family who stood by you through it all. Finally, always remember where it all began. Maybe for some of you, it was on the recreational level, or in your backyard with your family, or that special guardian, or that neighbor. Now that your high school playing days are behind you, I challenge you to become that next volunteer, especially at the lower levels, so our young athletes can have the same opportunities that you did. Become the next generation of great coaches that mold our boys and girls into the best athletes that they can be. Congratulations, continue to be great, and always remember where it began. You will always bleed red and gray. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Mrs. Cottaspati. Tonight, this event was run for years by the All Sports Booster Club to honor our seniors at the end of their senior year. And this evening has always been about student athletes and celebrating their achievements. However, from time to time, some accomplishments happen and some things happen where we honor some of our coaches and other people who deserve it. At this time, I'd like to bring up Dave and Dara, our athletic trainers. Our student athletes, I'm sure, are very familiar with Dave and Dara. Best trainers in New Jersey. How about a round of applause for Dave and Dara? One of the things that we want to honor tonight, we have a person with us who has been working with student athletes at Vineland High School since Ronald Reagan was president. Dr. Joe Bernardini has been our sideline doctor. He has helped our student athletes over the last 40 years in many ways, Doc. By rule, we have to have a physician on the sidelines during football games, but Doc Bernardini over the years has seen many of our student athletes if they unfortunately become injured or need help rehabbing. Doc has decided to retire this year, to step away from the game, and move on to Brigantine or wherever he goes and do his thing. But Doc Bernardini's been here for 40 years. Just a quick story. Again, tonight it's about the student athletes, but if you're not familiar with Doc Bernardini, this is my 15th year at Vineland High School. My first year at Vineland, obviously, we have a very strong athletic tradition. So my first year as athletic director at Vineland High School, we beat Millville on Thanksgiving Day. Familiar with the Victory Cup that goes back and forth between Millville and Vineland. It's sponsored by the Daily Journal. So we beat Millville on Thanksgiving. I come to work on Monday, and I can't find this trophy. It's nowhere to be found. Dr. McCann was the principal at the time. He's chasing me around. The newspaper's asking me where it is. The students, of course, want it in the mushroom. And about 2 weeks later, I found it over at Doc had it in his office, right in the office there. And he did let me get it back, but he wanted to hold it until Christmas. So passionate, red and gray, for life, Doc. So a small token of our appreciation, Dr. Joe Bernardini. Doc.
I'd like to thank you for this award and recognition.
He's very old.
I usually have a pretty loud voice. I want to thank the Board of Education, administrators, coaches, my athletic team. I started looking at some of these banners probably in 1982. I was given the job as probably as nepotism would have it. My family physician was Dr. Kenneth Corson. You may know the name. He stepped down and asked me to take over the job. I've enjoyed the game, the relationship with the students. I enjoyed especially the times where my three sons played football at Vineland High, all 6 years apart. They all had individual separate coaches, so I began to understand some of the coaching experience as well. Dan Russo is no exception. He was a player that I remember as a freshman had that special something that played ball, and now the coach is here. Only one regret, most of the coaches would allow me to call one play a game. They were usually very successful, and Dan, you failed in that regard. But thank you. I will continue to watch. My job has really been diminished because of people like Dara and Dave. They do just about everything. I stand there, and unfortunately I'm there for some catastrophic thing which we've been fortunate enough not to have. But I enjoyed every minute of it, as again, especially watching my sons, whom I'm very proud of and excited to see play. Those days will never be forgotten. So thank you for this honor. My sons Brad is here and Matthew's here. My youngest son Adam's in Boulder, Colorado, and he called. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Coach.
We're going to eat, I promise. We have one more special presentation. I'd like to bring up Mr. Scott Hubbard to help me present this one. Scott? Mrs. DeMarchi also, if you will. So again, from time to time, things happen that are exceptional. This is truly exceptional for a couple reasons. One of our coaches celebrated 30 years of being a head coach here at Vineland High School 2 years ago. But because of what happened 2 years ago in March, we never had a chance to celebrate those 30 years. Coach DeShields, So tonight, on behalf of our student athletes, all of our coaches, Mrs. DeMarchi, and our head girls track coach, Mr. Hubbard, we would like to honor head boys track coach, Mr. Elliot DeShields, for 30 years. Head coach of Vineland High School. On the plaque, that Mrs. DeMarchi just presented to Coach DeShields, celebrating 30 years on June 1st of 2020, presented on June 6th of 2022 for obvious reasons. Coach DeShields, congratulations. We're blessed to have you here. Thank you. Thank you, and thanks for your patience. Okay, at this time, the first row of tables, starting with Doc Bernardini's table, straight on down, you guys can head to the buffet. Someone from Sodexo will be there to serve you at the buffet. We can begin meeting and eating, and we will reconvene our program after dessert. Thank you. Enjoy your meal. Also, this evening, it's kind of nice to see Doug Diola and Gia Missouri and John Sobrana sitting together at the same table, just like old times. Those of you that were here when John Sobrana ran the communications department here for Vineland Public Schools, he just can't help himself volunteering, helping out students at Vineland. But John Sobrana, a member of our Board of Education. John, thanks for coming. And my assistant is Bo Orozco. Bo's here. Bo? Okay, just a little, Coach Reed, little ground rules for tonight's festivities, okay? What we're going to be giving our student athletes tonight, every senior student athlete gets a plaque in recognition of being a senior and finishing a season here at Vineland High School. Also, on the other side of this wall is our Athletic Hall of Fame or Wall of Fame. It's something we're really proud of. Over the years, the All Sports Booster Club, the Historical Club, various students and teachers and coaches have participated in creating this Wall of Fame. If you get a moment before you leave, please take a chance and look at it. Take a chance to stroll the wall and to see the accomplishments of our former student athletes. What we were able to do this past fall, we created a book, almost like a yearbook, and it's a collection of all of the Hall of Famers. All of their accomplishments, everything that they've done. It's put together in a book, and each student tonight will also be receiving a copy of the book. So those are the things that our seniors are being presented with tonight. And lastly, tradition at Vineland High School, each coach and coaching staff gives a coach's award to a graduating senior. Coach's award is not the team MVP. It's not necessarily the best player on the team, the most athletic person on the team. The Coach's Award was designed by Tony DeTomo, an athletic director coming previous to me, who created this title. And what the Coach's Award is the student athlete, senior on the team, that most emulates the goals and philosophies of the coach and coaching staff for that particular sport. So that you will also see Coaches Awards. They are the trophies that will go out this evening. Our first coach I'd like to introduce this evening is Coach Vince Luciano. Coach Luciano is our head boys tennis coach, and his first senior for 2022 is Brian Dong. Brian here? Not here? The other two. Okay. We're going to. Some students came down today and not feeling well. We're going to introduce everybody's name, whether they're present or not this evening. If your student athlete is present, please have them come to the front, and Ms. Missouri, Mr. Diola will take a picture and make sure we get it on Channel 9 for everybody to see. Roderick Zampanta. Have them hang out a second. And the Coaches Award winner for boys tennis is Austin Bushman. All right, Coach Luciano has the distinction of also being our head girls tennis coach. Yeah.
We have one girl senior this year, Mrs. Urvi Patel. I don't think Urvi's with us tonight. Yes. And the 2022 Coaches Award winner, Miss Olivia Griggs.
Thanks, Coach. Moms and dads, don't be shy. If you want to take a picture, come on up. You're not going to insult anybody. Come on up and take a picture of your young daughter or son. Head boys crew coach, Mr. Paul Myers. Coach Myers, also a guidance counselor, Vineland High School South and over at the AMSA program. Coach Myers.
Thanks, Donnie. Boys crew team has 3 senior rowers. This year we were very fortunate to have some great support, a lot of novice rowers, and these 3 seniors were true leaders with our group of about 16 novices, so we were very fortunate. Our first rower, Rustam Kolvanov. Yes. All 3 are here, Don. One of our physically strongest and hardworking seniors this year stepped up. We needed somebody that, was a leader and had some knowledge of the sport, great cross-country runner, so we knew he came with some good speed as well. Matthew Neary. Our varsity 4 boat won medals at Lake Lenape this year in an amazing race. In that varsity 4 boat was 3 sophomores and 1 senior. Our senior, Connor Triantos.
Coach Myers is also head boys soccer coach here at Vineland High School. Speaking on behalf of the soccer team, Paul Myers. He's still a guidance counselor.
Thanks, Donnie. Boys soccer this year, a couple key parts of our season, a win over Millville. We earned a playoff berth in the NJSIAA Group 4, a few amazing double overtime wins, and we had 2 first-team Cape Atlantic League members. Our seniors include First team, Cape Atlantic League, Alex Anderson. Jimmy Cano. Rohit Duda. David Finucci. Tyler Harridan. One of our seniors this year, during the season, had a very difficult knee injury, had to go for surgery. Unfortunately, ended up missing senior night, missing our playoff game. But every week beyond there, I noticed he was in the trainers, worked hard, battled back. He wants to play college soccer, and I know there's a lot of good things ahead for him. Youssef Azam, our Coach's Award.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Coach Myers. Our head boys lacrosse coach, Mr. Cliff Smith. Cliff could not make it this evening. His assistant coach is Kevin Coring. Vincent Acelta. (2022) Boys Lacrosse Coaches Award winner, Francis Roos. Congratulations, Francis. The head golf coach at Vineland High School is Mr. Jason Volpe. Jason wasn't feeling well this evening. Bo Roscoe is going to come up and help me present the golf senior awards. Thanks, Bo. Yep. Julian Garriga. Lucas Marigi. Simpreet Singh. And the 2022 Golf Coaches Award goes to Dominic Lupergolo. Thanks, Bo. Head girls soccer coach, Mrs. Leslie Garton.
Alexandra Avila. Rose Garcia. Kate Stockbridge. Daisy Tilapia. And this year's 2022 Girls Soccer Coaches Award goes to a very special senior. Hold her near and dear to my heart. She was one of my daughter's freshman when she was a senior. She's a 3-year captain for us, 4-year varsity starter, and a very, very important part of our team that's going to be missed. She's a role model that you pray for every year. So, Angie Monero.
Head girls swim coach, Mr. Mike Snyder.
Evening, everybody. Congratulations to all of the coaches and athletes on a great year, great seasons. It was an exciting year for the girls swim team this year. Big expectations on the team before we even started. The kids handled it really well. To the tune of a 9-1 regular season record, Cape Atlantic League National Conference champions. We had 2 individual league champions. We earned the 4th seed in the South Jersey Public Aid Tournament and got beat in the semifinals. Had 3 top 16 finishes at the Meet of Champions, 2 new school records, and 4 first team all conference selections. First senior is Morgan Allen. Second is Annalisa Franceschini. Third, Natalie Mankus.
She's here, Don.
Natalie was a National Interscholastic Swimming Coaches Association Academic All-America selection this year. Kendall Rivers. I guess you know a kid is really special when 2 coaches think the same things about her. The Coaches Award winner for the girls swim team, Angie Monero. Angie was also an academic All-American this year.
Thank you, Coach Snyder. Coach Jake Homiak, also under the weather this evening. I'm going to bring Bo Orozco back up to help me out with the senior awards for the wrestling team. Thanks, Coach. First senior award for wrestling goes to Ariana Santiago. Congrats on him. Nicole Stanker. Kavon Walker. And the Coaches Award winner for the wrestling team is Gabe Baldessaro. Congratulations. Thanks, Coach. Head baseball coach, Mr. Kyle Jones.
All right, the Vineland High School baseball program had a record of 20-6 this season with a playoff win over Williamstown. We have one senior in attendance with us tonight, and he's also the 2022 Coaches Award winner, Gabe Baldessaro.
Our head football coach, Mr. Danny Russo.
How about a big round of applause for Mr. Robbins for putting this event together tonight? Great job, Mr. Robbins. Appreciate all you do for the kids here. This next senior we'd like to introduce, very special player here, was part of two teams that were able to have the first two playoff wins in school history, so we're real proud of that. Let's give it up for Braylon Blakely. Come on up. Braylon's going to be attending the College of New Jersey. Real proud of that. Great job. This thing's falling off. Both?
Coach Russo is also head boys basketball coach here at Vineland.
Thank you. Okay, we had a really good season this past season. We had 17 wins. Real proud of the team. Had some real special seniors. The first one I'd like to announce is Austin Bushman. Congratulations. Stay up here. Do they stay together, the whole team? They stay up here. Okay, next senior is Keeman Carter. Yes, they're over here. Okay, and our captain for the last two seasons, also you see his name on that banner right there, Yamir Diggs, scored 1,000 points, and he's our Coaches Award winner as well. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, look at all this stuff. Let's go.
Yep. Thanks, Coach Russo. Head girls track and field coach, Mr. Scott Hubbard.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome the girls' track team. First, senior Giovanni Burrell, come on up. Second, Diamond Davis. This is her first year out. We appreciate you and thank you. Next, we have senior. She's a basketball player. I've been asking her for 4 years to come out. She finally did. And she became all-conference first team in the 400, had the fastest time in the conference. I don't know if she's here. Is Skylar Falk here? She's not here, but she's done wonders out there. Thank you. Next is a senior I've had since freshman. I seen her over at Five Below, and she said she wasn't coming out, and I said, please come out. We need you just for your senior leadership. It makes a big difference when you have a senior out there. I would like to say, Milani Howard, come on down. We appreciate you. Next, we have Carly Herman. Next, we have another first-year senior. Wish we had her because she was in every event. Mr. Hubbard, can I try this? Can I try that? She's a skinny little girl. She swam. She was an academic All-American. Natalie Mancus, where's she at? Come on down again. This girl is the skinniest girl out there, and she's throwing a shot put, discus, and javelin. I wish we would have had you for 4 years. I've told her mom that. And best of luck, and I hope she continues what she has been doing. Thank you. Kavani Walker, are you here? All right. Leah Grant, is she here? No? All right, that was my senior captain, 4 years. Thank you very much.
Coach Elliott DeShields. Coach DeShields, head boys cross-country coach.
Thanks, sir. Oh, right. Thank you. Again, good evening, everyone. I just want to say about this group of young men that have had the opportunity to coach this year in boys cross country. It was such a delight to coach these gentlemen, and I do mean gentlemen by that term, gentlemen. They were excellent to have out there. No gray hairs this year. This was all from years past. But like I said, these group of men, they did everything they could for me. They ran as hard as they could for me, and I just wish them the best on their future endeavors. Our first one we're going to call up this evening is Zane Chaudhry. Zane. Okay, next senior is Mr. Ben Gould. Ben Gould. Our next athlete for this evening, Rustam Koltnatov. Rustam. Our next senior this evening, Mr. Ryan Russo. And I'd like to thank Mrs. Russo, by the way. You know, she was the best manager I could ever have this year. I tell you, she just did everything for me, made my life so much easier. Ms. Russo, thank you so much for all your help with everything that you did this year. And my Coaches Award winner, he's actually a 4-year varsity letter winner for me. Helped me all these 4 years through the COVID, through everything else. Stuck with me, ran hard for me, and it was just a blessing having him on the team. Mr. Matthew Neary.
We're lucky to have Coach DeShields also coach our winter track team. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach DeShields.
Okay, let's see if we can get through this real quick. Got a few names up here, so please bear with me. For our winter track team this year, our first senior we're going to call up this evening is Miss Stephanie Cardona. Steph, I don't know if she's here or not. Okay. Mr. James Carr. There he is. Mr. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn, come on this way. Mr. Rustam Koltnatov. I love saying that name, I really do. Mr. Xander Romanetti. Miss Layla Sabio Grant. Okay. Miss Anaya Troy. Miss Christine Zhang. And now on to my Coaches Award winners. We have one for the girls and one for the boys, of course, this evening. This young lady was very special to my heart. One of my hardest workers through the years, and just did a fantastic job running for the team for the years, Miss Pauline Klisma. Pauline. And this next athlete, again, all my kids are special to me. This guy's been really, really special to me through the years. He stuck to me with 3 sports. I was like, wow, he had to deal with me for 3 sports. That's cross country, that's winter track, and spring track. And I'm gonna miss him a lot. He's been a great team leader. Sorry, but you know, you always have those kids that touch your heart really bad. And Mr. Ben Gould, come on up.
Our head spring boys track coach, Mr. Elliot DeShields.
This will be the last one, I promise you. Okay, our first athlete this evening, again, Mr. James Carr. Just like he runs, just glides. Okay, Mr. Ben Gould. Mr. Marvin Homar. Mr. Xander Romanini. Mr. Ryan Russo. And my Coaches Award winner, probably been one of the most dominant runners through these past 4 years. Just always did a tremendous job when he stepped on that track. Excellent student, even a better person. I've known the family for a while. Since he, growing up, they knew me growing up as a kid. And like I said, I'm just so proud of this young man and all he's accomplished, and I know he'll do well in the future. Mr. Jalen West. Okay. We're doing a group shot. That's my fault, Jamie. I'll come this side. Thank you, guys.
head girls crew coach is Miss Nicole DiTomaso. Also here with us this evening is our chief, Lou Tremontana. Coach Lou. Coach Lou's being shy for the first time in his life. He doesn't want to. Thanks for coming, Coach.
Thank you. All right, we had 4 seniors this year. Ella Bruno, Jenna Carlson, Kendall Rivers, and our Coaches Award recipient this year, who, as my first year coaching, I could not have done this without, Sydney Morello.
Our head girls cross-country coach is Mr. Joel Heider.
Yes, good evening. We had 9 young ladies who were seniors this year who were out for the girls cross-country team, and they are Miss Kim Cano, Miss Stephanie Cardona, Miss Eleonora Chernyenko, Miss Yahaira Cuevas Petita, wait for mom. Miss Ruth Eli, Miss Jada Marshall, Miss Isabella Reinhardt, Miss Christine Zhang, and our Coaches Award winner is Miss Pauline Klimza.
Assistant cross-country coach, Mrs. Diane Dooley. Fall cheerleading coach, Ms. Natalia Wilson.
All right, so I am going to do fall and winter cheerleading tonight. I just want to say we had a great and wonderful year with all of our athletes cheering on the sideline in the rain, in the cold weather, and these athletes persevered through COVID and maintained great grades, athleticism, and spirit in leading on our school community. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of our cheerleading athletes and congratulations to all of our seniors. Our first senior is Diamond Davis. Kayla Janata. And our Coaches Award for tonight goes to a person we do not know how to replace. If you know someone, please let me know. This is the person with the most spirit. He's been Rowdy Rooster for 4 years, Leonardo Luciano. Moving on to cheerleading, we had a double athlete for fall and winter, Kayla Janata. Leonardo Luciano. I don't know how you're gonna hold this. Destiny Perez. And Esmeralda Garcia. I do not believe she's here tonight. And she is our Coaches Award for winter.
Do a group picture. Hey, Leah.
Leah.
Hey, Leah, come on back over. So as an athletic director, It's always challenging to find the mascot. And it's very exceptional to find someone who can do it for 4 years. Freshman year's tough. To find someone who's bold enough, brave enough, and talented enough to wear the rooster costume. Well, Leo has done that for the last 4 years. It's very rare to have a student come to Vineland High School and be the rowdy rooster for all 4 years. When that happens, we celebrate. I'd like to ask Mrs. DeMarchi to come up, principal of Vineland High School, and we're going to present Leo with this special award. As the official Vineland High School Rowdy Rooster 2018 to 2022, thank you for cheering on good old Vineland and bringing a smile to so many faces. On behalf of Mrs. DeMarchi and the administration of Vineland High School, we'd like to recognize Leo tonight as he graduates.
Yep, I got it.
Thank you. He's still got it. Brooke Luciano also. See, if you're a rowdy rooster, there really isn't a season. There's graduations, there's 8th grade moving up ceremonies. I mean, Leo or whomever the rowdy is, it's very busy, and a lot of it, as usual, comes down on the shoulders of the parents because our coaches can't be at every graduation party that graduates. But Leo's there, and Brooke is there, Leo's mom. So Brooke, a big thank you to you. Head softball coach, Mr. Mike Reed. Got it, thank you.
Being my first year here, it was always a challenge, I know, for the seniors when you have a first-year coach come in your senior year. And the 5 seniors I had embraced me and did everything I asked, and I couldn't ask for more from a group of 5 young ladies. First one, Leilani Colinari. Christina Rodriguez. Ariana Santiago. Carly Smaniato. And my senior award winner this year, Anaya Troy.
Congratulations. Head field hockey coach, Mrs. Kate Cronk.
First award winner is two-year captain Lauren Emmy. Carly Smignato. And our senior award winner is two-year captain Nicole Stanker.
Head boys swimming coach, Miss Sarah Bennett. None?
Good evening and congratulations to all of the athletes. I know this is going to embarrass my swimmers, but I have to say it. Their swimming abilities mean a lot to me as their coach, but that's not what I care about the most. It's how much they all care about each other and have supported each other despite being such a small team, having some difficulties with injuries and of course COVID. They make me so proud, especially these seniors, and I am going to miss them very much. Our first senior is Lucas Murgy, our only individual Cal qualifier this year. Next, we have Captain Jake Murray. And lastly, we have Ryan Russo. He is a captain, an academic All-American, and our 2022 Boys Swimming Coaches Award winner.
Thanks, Coach. Our head girls basketball coach is Mr. Will Breeze. Coach Breeze is under the weather this evening. Just called me about an hour before tonight's event. I'm going to ask Bella Roscoe to come back up and help me present girls basketball senior awards. First senior is Skylar Folks. Zaria Watkins. And the 2022 Coaches Award goes to Talia Duncan. Congrats, Talia. Thanks, Coach. I would be remiss if I didn't mention these three young men, Ben Gold, Rustam Koltanov, and Ryan Russo. They are three lettermen for Vineland High School, the only three seniors this year. So a big round of applause for Ben, Rustam, and Ryan. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of Vineland High School, I'd like to congratulate all the seniors. On behalf of Mrs. DeMarchi, we just had a very successful prom. Seniors, please continue to make good decisions. Be safe, enjoy the good times, but make smart decisions. Thank you for coming, and enjoy your evening.